Dodged. Another play being set up as well. A tenz with a pop flash into the peak. It allows zekken to recross back, playing together now, but they've got 4 players to deal with. Make it 3. Can't let this one slip now, Loud. Shot dart. It's good for the damage. Tenz going to be forced out wide. Tenz! You can't be getting away with this, son! Surely not need. Doesn't even matter. saadhak pushed forwards. That's a 2v4. Left into the play. Hunter's Fury offloaded. Really just going to be utilized to try and push at these players from Loud into these forward positions. And they have managed to even it up ever so slightly, but still a player disadvantage. Molly, we're waiting for it to fade with Mosh down now. Dizzy on top of it with the Cove. Now stacking up all together. Post-plant utility should be good enough here for Sentinels. Now players realize it. They're the ones who have to make the moves. Forwards, Kawazine in 2 years. That is just disgusting.
That looked like a checkmate situation. Sen were running out of post-plant utility, sure, but they still had...
Still, maybe Sen could make something of it. Again, the triangle of death setup. This time, though, Thrash taking that first contact. zellsis winning that fight, the adjustment, and snap to the side. And retaking now with this operator just becomes a dire situation. And zellsis is running a mockery over them. Taking liberties when he's on low HP. Because why not? He can do it. Not planted for sacy, tapping, saadhak. Over and around, spotted, 1, sacy dropped, saadhak now, but time surely working against in the jump spot, the jiggle, JinggG trying to gamble and dice with Dev himself here all the way through. That is immaculately played.
John with another clutch.
Backing out no detainment, fast with the high tide. Cuts this one up, mosh pit into the back now, this time Sen fighting tooth and nail, but you're up against Kawazine. JinggG, where's he pulled that one from? Out of nowhere! On top of the ropes, the pit has been earned. 88 health to his name, he just needs to survive. The spray down, and he's already hunting them down. Less, with him toppling, ace on the cars. The crowd wants it, the people are chanting. QCK spotted out wide. Will his team give him anything? Not quite, still. A round earned, a round gained, and Sen will be happy with that. That's a salvage situation. When his half...
It looks like a save, to be honest, but they're still going to try and fight over it. Wow. There are still opportunities and danger here.
He slipped the map.
tenz is making an enormous wraparound unless it's gone into Snowman. This is such a bizarre round.
And JinggG's backs to the wall, all about the timing. No way! His lesson finds it. And the gamble, the wraparound here of tenz has to pay off. It has to pay off massively, but it's not going to be planted out wide. Less, does he even acknowledge it? The reload is heard here. Close quarters again. Cuts it up into the angle, 1 versus 1, but it really should never have been here in the first place. Knife tags it. Knows the wrong positioning as the wall fades. The head is collected.
That is a crucial one for tenz to win.
At some point, drone.
Throwing the nade lineup so that they can still fight with the nade.
Hello, pop flash play, tenz. He's still alive here, got his 1, but 2 years also returned with the fire now. Feeling the heat, feeling the emphasis that he needs to make a play here. That's why he's going wide, dodge. Side there, away from the shutdown. Mosh pit, dissuading it, pushing back this one, but he doesn't expect the player above him. And around the back. Oh! What an adjustment! Flicks to the side, luckily 2 years still there. Not a reckoning. Drop down with only 12 seconds left. There's no plan on line and stun. Here, up and away. Updraft all around. And Sentinels.
Wow.
They grasp it in the midst of all of that.
That's wild. The defense
utility in this spot, especially when you're a player down.
The pit invested in the 3v4 here.
That's dirty.
It does cover the spike.
Yeah, look at that. Stretches all the way over towards it, and he still has 2 snake bites as well. That will put the time pressure now onto Sentinels. This could be the 12th round for Loud. It's about how they navigate it. It's about how they sail through. A tap forwards now. What is the next wave of things? QCK traded. Now sticking though, already there. That's going to be the wingman, putting that pressure onto a Hunter's Fury, skipping a hop over to the top. And well, it's just been stuck in the middle of all of it.
That's incredible! Dude, wingman does not take additional...
Drone utilized by Loud though. It's going to be pushing up and taking this space with a lockdown. Feels like a B hit. Should be a B hit. Zekken, where are you going? Where are you going? With 4 seconds left, is this being held for? Yes. Look at that awareness. Jump spot, JinggG. Holy updraft dash, but he cannot escape it. saadhak was hot on the heels, set to punish it. Deep dart now. Thrash being used just off the initial tap here, but doesn't really spot anything at all. In fact, no detainments because QCK, again, lurking up through, spots it out with a nano swarms broken, both of them.
zellsis has the timing to try to disrupt this.
Les gets dropped.
So now it's going to be a 4v4.
Backside gained. Plan for saadhak. Not going to be pushed away this time. Moshpit just a little bit too delayed and late. This is going to be setting themselves up potentially in a favoured counter here with the retake of sentinels. Jump spot just seeing, but he does back away. So now with the alarm bot, bit of spam, bit of spray. It's a pop flash play. Tenz, man! He's taking it to him. Damage done though. Had the knife out. Wasn't expecting that follow-up, especially with 2 years there. But what can he really do in this spot? V3. Have to find one of the fights. And zellsis spot just seeing, but he does back away. So now with the alarm bot, bit of spam, bit of spray. It's a pop flash play. Tenz, man! He's taking it to him. Damage done though. Had the knife out. Wasn't expecting that follow-up, especially with 2 years there. But what can he really do in this spot? V3. Have to find one of the fights, and zellsis isn't keen on giving him it. Now sacy sticking half already. Options dwindling. It's a high-low face. And that is up to 12 now for sentinels. This is an absolute. No loud. They set their sights over towards B. It's no way. The spam.
Very
Nearly
close.
tagging him up. Draft over the top. That's QCK. Wonderful punish onto the corner. Even more where that came from. As the rest of his team, this is it. Set up for success. Set up for map 3. And you got to think it. It's inevitable on top of the ropes. How is he accurate there? Running and gunning, but Tenz dealt with. Dropped. And a retake with the up. It's a fairy tale moment for zekken. It will have to be. And he doesn't expect it. They're up there. So 14-12. Loud. We are going all the way.
It deserves a map 3 this series, but for a moment I thought Sen were going to clean it out in 2. The comeback there was difficult for Loud to deal with.
In time. Still
This is
waiting
bizarre.
for it. It is bizarre. It's a flash. Repeat now. Out wide. What is that? Kawazine. He was leaping across. Paranoia. Tap from Tenz with the movement. Not enough bullets in the end. Still, QCK dropped back to 30 health. Now, heal himself back up. Could play into this one with the ult. Might even choose to do so. See if it makes a real difference here. But sacy does have his ult back online. Picks up from Prior. And here it is. The second round of things. Thrash. Spawn. Broken to pieces. Clear the close left corner, but still. Who does want to just try and take a fight there. John QT tucked as well. A lot to clear in this spot. And just walking right over him, QCK. There is that tray with the pop flash now. In and out and through, but still with a util in his hands. Cool. Favoured for it. That's the wallbang angle on top of it now. It's an interesting fight to be taken. John QT turns it into a 2 versus 2. 2 tagged up by the knife, but just a tap onto the head. Spots it now, zellsis. So much more in this position. Saadhak feeling frantic in nature.
Does he have it?
I don't know. I don't know. Did he get onto it in time?
It's so close.
Oh my goodness.
These are
The elbow and Tenz looking this way, that way. Didn't know where the players were going to be coming from. Sacy, last one left. Could have been granted one extra. Gets the one, backs out. 50 seconds in the round.
It always gets me listening to the Brazilian fans chanting against sacy. It just seems so wrong. He's in a very difficult situation.
9 bullets, didn't opt to reload, didn't want to give away any sound cues.
If he finds a timing to separate individuals, maybe he could get something done. He doesn't have to be anywhere near the plant. Everyone on Loud is so grouped.
They're going to make mistakes. They don't think he's there on the angle in time. He's caught himself into the 1 versus 2. Ult slow line here for saadhak, but he doesn't really find a time to use it, but the dart reveals all. Sacy has to pull off an absolute miracle. 5 HP drop down, backing away. Now wide and sprayed them through. Sacy. Spike down and out. Oh. Hello, QCK. No turn on the fire. He's still alive here. I don't think there's too much danger.
It shouldn't be dangerous, but when the Loud players hit shots,
just never know. Tap. QCK, hello. It's rattling their heads now. Already 2 taken, stricken off the list. Thrash has to be used. He popped the ult. He popped the ult, man.
He got caught by it, though.
He's trying to time it, yeah. Detained up into the corner here. Potentially winnable, though. Now, man, it's looking more likely. Finally fades away, and he's back into it, but here it is. The follow-up. With all the rifles online.
He doesn't have the time.
My God.
It's
an effort.
It's unbelievable how close these rounds are getting.
Gives up the space, just seeking to delay as long as possible. Sentinels, though, looking likely they're going to have an open sight. 2 years is really trying to make this feel like there's lots of players here. Nades forward, so they just spam the box in the common angles. They do deal with him, and finally the flood defense is here in time, but can Loud do anything about it? Beautiful dart. Everybody lit up here, even with the stingers, there's danger. Danger in abundance, but still with the rifles. Holy!
It's tenz again, man. You can't get
Spot there, reviving.
And it goes down to a 3v3 in a really weird fashion. Sen have committed pretty heavily to the B side of the map. And so Loud have actually managed to find an opening here to go for a post plan.
30 seconds left.
The smoke was in the way at the top section of mid. It might already be just close with the rocket, but no, has to respect it, wondering if they could be lurking in that potential avenue. So a free plant here, Loud.
And some players in potential positions to play a nice post plan too. You don't have to be worried about the initiator utility from Sen, which is the main part of it. But obviously there's still danger with the paranoia, with the showstopper. Loud get info that there's nobody on the flank.
Yeah, exactly, with that dart. They're around now, and that's a Hunter's Fury to add even more time pressure. Ult committed and stuck. Tenz is forwards, he wins his fight. That is ridiculous. Still with a paranoia, now the showstopper. Seeking to commit this one. Where these players might be, but the first tap at least forces out the ult. Rocket flying. Again, clears the one, but on top of this corner, on top of the box, 2 years, has to reveal his hand, spraying it through, guarding, blocking, all the bullets, Zekken, sticking, and he's won the round for his team. Despite the heroics of saadhak, not enough, barely enough, look at that, 0.37.
It's one. And Zekken making the wrap around to A-Link.
saadhak sticking this one, half onto it, half onto the defuse. He's bought himself a little bit of time, a window potentially, but he just needs a kill, and he's not being given it, he's not being given it. No one will give him an easy one, and face together, it's Sentinels on 13.
They have pulled that one back from the brink.
Match point.
Loud's identification that was a strong B hold, but a weak A, playing retake A. We haven't really seen Sen in this match pull off the retake A superbly, but it does exist.
Tenz at this angle, man. I mean, a high-low position. You can't account for the 2 spots that he could be peeked from. The flash in his face was not turned in time.
Doesn't make a footstep though, so they don't know exactly where he's positioned to punish him.
Moves his way out. Cam broken there from the shutdown, I believe.
They're going into the heavy B setup.
Into it indeed. Potentially into the jaws of defeat. Zekken. He's found his slice. saadhak removed. And now confusion. It's a frantic play from Loud. Which direction did it go into? The one-way stopping them. Ults. And the util has to be used now to clear it back through. But the spike's been dropped down. And time against them entirely. Pop flash play. Watch for 2 to stand. And 2 potentially to fall. 2 years and less together now. Tapping it out, but there is no chance. There is no hope. Sentinels. Inevitable.
Sen look incredible here. Dominating on the first map and squeezing through in overtimes to take their appointment with jinggg in the upper finals. Ooh. Loud pushed them.
Oh, they did.
But